I,
Hi, my name's Tina, and this is Julie Singer, and we are going to talk about the trifecta. And so, chances are, if you're watching this video, you have received X39, IceWave, and Aeon, and we're super excited for you. Three of our favorite patches, but why don't we start at just talking about what do you do with the patches? They've all come with brochures, so let's talk about daytime patches. For your first 7 days, we're just going to make it super simple for you. Follow the brochure. X39, wear it during the day. There's two locations, either the back of the neck or below your belly button. And those are the points that they use during the clinical studies to get the results. So we know that those spots work. So one day wear it on the back of your neck, next day below your belly button. You want to wear them 12 hours on, 12 hours off. So X39 during the day. Now let's talk about Aeon and IceWave at night. So starting with Aeon, it also has a brochure. So feel free to go with where you would like to put it. Pick one of the points that are in the brochure, wear it at night. So a lot of times what we do is set an alarm. Are you a 7 to 7, an 8 to 8, a 6 to 6? Set an alarm as you get used to this. It's a very simple yet powerful wellness protocol that you can do. But the nice thing is just remember to put them on because it's just a new routine that you're creating here. And then we have IceWave, and we're going to use IceWave at night. Okay, IceWave, you're going to have a brochure with it. It shows the clock method. If you want to know a little bit, IceWave's the only one that's a bit of a learning curve. And so go to our YouTube channel. We have all four of David's IceWave demonstration videos there for head, for overall body issues, for the clock method. That's a really, really powerful one to use. But for the ease of it, for your first week, ice wave on the bottom of your feet. And I'm going to just share with you on my screen. Kidney one is what it's called. You don't have to be a professional acupuncturist or anything like that. But ice wave is a two-patch system. So it has a tan and a white patch. So look in there. There's a divider in there, and you'll see both sides. There'll be a side in the IceWave envelope, the sleeve, that will have the tan patches, and the other side will have the white patches, and they'll look like this. What you're going to do with them is you're going to put the tan patch on the bottom of the left foot. You're going to put the white patch on the bottom of the right foot. In the general area, you don't have to be super exact. It does get stimulated by the size of your hand, and that's where you're going to place ice wave during the night on the bottom of your feet, tan on left, white on right. And then once you've done your first week of patching with the trifecta, get back to the person you're working with or hop on one of our calls that we have. If you have any questions, check in with them, let them know how you're doing. And I just want to ask Julie, there's a few different things that you want to probably add about, why did they pick the points in the brochure and what they did with that.
yeah, the points on the brochure, number one, when you're just starting, it's really hard to know, well, what do I do? What do I do? I don't want to do this wrong, you know? So this makes it super easy, right? Follow the points on the brochure. And that's what they used in the clinical trials and the studies. So that's where they know you'll get the results, which is, I mean, that's just as easy as it gets, right? I love the patch placement on the bottom of the foot because, of course, the bottom of the feet have pretty much everything in our body. So that's a really super easy one for people to start with. And when I started, Lisa told me, white on right, white on right. It kind of rhymes. So that really helped me. And I place them on my boyfriend's feet at night all the time. And so he just sticks his feet out of the covers. And I'm like, okay. And I just, I'm about to climb into bed. So I'm a little groggy and I'm like, well, tell me, which is your white? Which is your right? White on right, white on right. So I like saying that over and over again because it keeps me, you know, able to keep things straight. So, and
Yeah.
it doesn't show it in the brochure. And, definitely use the brochure if you're not sure. Just look at the brochure. It's very, very simple. But the Aeon, I really like to place on my chest right here. And it just all of a sudden I just can breathe easier. And it's funny because if you're feeling overwhelmed, you're just kind of like, where do I put it? I'm not sure. then you put the Aeon on, and then all of a sudden, I don't feel overwhelmed anymore. It's so amazing and wonderful, that patch.
Perfect. Yeah. And I think that's a really good point is just go with the way you feel. There's a lot of times I'm working with people that you're working with people and they're like, "What do I do?" Because we've been programmed to we don't want to do it wrong. You can't do it wrong. Anything that's in the brochure was proven in the clinical studies for them to show that they're working. So when in doubt, go with the brochures, but really trust yourself. I think that's a good point. You know, you trusted yourself to put it on your chest when you just are like, where do I want to put it? So a lot of times I'll ask people, where do you feel like you want to put it? And they're like, I want to put it here. I'm like, then go for it. Because whether we feel it or not, it is doing a deep, deep level of work. And when you start to feel it too, that just even solidifies it a little bit more. But yeah, thank you.
And David always talks about the fact that they're systemic. They use the points in the trials, in the studies, but they are systemic. So put it wherever you feel. And like you said, the IceWave is the only tricky one, but of course, bottoms of the feet, that keeps it super simple. So
We start
until you get
there.
used to it and do the videos and get with the person who got you started. So, yeah.
So thank you so much.
Yeah.